Yo, what is up guys? Grim here. So you want to build some more Sanctums and it's just taking way too long to get that floor ready. Well, I've got a massive tip for you guys and it's going to be accessible to everyone. You don't need any sort of crazy amount of currency. You're going to be able to get this done as long as you have a few T16 maps lying around and a couple of chaos, and it's really going to pay dividends in the long run and make your Sanctums way more accessible, and it's just way more fun this way, trust me. All right, so let's get into it. What are you gonna need? Well, you're gonna need the map Graveyard, and I'll show you why you're gonna need it, because it's a pretty special layout. So I was kind of looking for ways to kind of be able to run Sanctum basically infinitely without having to worry too much about spending heaps of time trying to set them up. So when you zone into a graveyard and you get the graveyard, you're just gonna run down and look for the exit of the cathedral, and then you're just gonna do a loop-de-loop around the cathedral. Now 8 times out of 10, it's probably going to be here and around the cathedral. Now, sometimes it can be a little bit further out. Nope, there it is. Okay, suck it in. Let's go. And then we found it there. So I'll just do another one to show you guys. But overall, Graveyard is like one of the, if not the fastest maps to get the Sanctum in. Just purely because it's always generally around that starting area. And as long as you do a quick scout, it's not hard at all to find. So let's go do another one, just to prove a point, and then I'll show you guys how to get bulk graveyards easily. All right, so we're going around. I think it'll be down over here. It should be at least. Yep, there it is. Okay, so in we go. We get slept up, and that's it. So now we actually already have 8 rooms, and we could run a floor. Now, this is obviously exceptionally fast, and you can build Sanctums in mere minutes. So how do you get the graveyards then, if they're so damn good? Well, they're actually really easy to get. All you're going to need is any tier 16 map that is not corrupted or mirrored, and some horizon orbs. Okay, so we'll use these carcasses here, and I'll give you guys some more tips on how to get more T16s just through your general mapping strategies as well, so that you can do a big long stint of Sanctums. Alright, so when you have the T16 maps and you get some horizon orbs, all you have to do is smack them with a few horizons here, and you can see that there is 4 different types of maps that you can get. When you horizon any T16, it's either going to turn into Graveyard, Ancient City, Ghetto, or Toxic Sewer. Now, Ghetto, Ancient City, and Toxic Sewer are not very good for getting Sanctums, but obviously Graveyard is the one we want, so it's a 1 in 4 chance to hit it. Oh, there we go, there's one. Okay, getting a little lucky there. There's another one, and bam. All right, there it is, Graveyard. Okay, so overall, the actual T16 maps you get are pretty much going to be free as long as you're mapping and you're doing the general gist of it. But if you're trying to get the horizon orbs, you're just gonna have to buy them off other players. Now, they're not too rare. They're definitely one of the cheaper currencies in the game, and overall, you're not gonna have too many issues acquiring them, I don't think. Maybe if Sanctum becomes really profitable and really popular, they might go up in price a little bit. But right now, it doesn't seem like that's gonna really be a problem. They're less than like a third of a chaos right now, at least at the time of making this video. All right, I just want to see if I can find a bad spawn here. So you can get it a bit. Oh, okay, this one was like kind of a bad spawn. It was still pretty quick, but you can see there that we're now in the room here, and that's really good. Alright, let me give you guys some more tips on how to get tons of T16 maps though, so that you can have a big stockpile of graveyards so you can run your Sanctums all day long, and you can take advantage of the Grim's strategies that are going to be coming out probably today or in the next day, because it's fair to say if you can access Sanctum this fast, it's actually pretty damn profitable if you know what you're doing. You can pull out a ton of divines and have an absolute blast in there, and it's only getting better. I don't know if you guys have seen that news post, but things are looking spicy. All right, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about how to get a ton of T16s. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna have to have a full Atlas. The more Atlas you have, the better. So if you have the full 4 Void Stones, that's a big tick in the right direction. It's gonna give you a ton more juice there. In addition to that, if you want even more T16 maps, you want to use all of the map nodes. Now, there seems to be some sort of misconception around a lot of people and thinking that they don't need these nodes after they get the Void Stones. These basically multiply the effect of the Void Stones. It's basically taking these nodes is equivalent to roughly 250 to 300% more T16 map drops. If you guys didn't know that, that's how that works. I've talked to GGG about it. They've confirmed it over and over again. That is how it works. In addition to that, You can run singular focus or you cannot. If you don't run singular focus, you're going to get a ton more T16s. But obviously, if you do run singular focus, you'll be able to sustain your favorite map and really go ham with it. I'm currently running singular focus and I still get a ton of T16s. But if you wanted even more of them, you could probably go without it. Now, the next point on the passive tree is that you could also go with the nodes that allow you to get a map off of the map boss. I think that they are around here still. Where are they? Map boss, here we go. 2% chance for one monster in each of your maps to drop an additional connected map. Now, this is essentially going to allow you to sustain or semi-sustain your graveyards while you're actually doing them, because you'll be killing mobs on the way through, supposedly, or maybe. And, you know, sometimes a map can just drop off of the monsters, and you can also clear the map until you get a map off the monsters and basically sustain that way as well. So it's no problems. Failing all that, if you don't want to engage with anything on your atlas and you don't want to mess with it, you don't want to have to sustain your own maps, you can also just buy the maps off of TFT or the trade website. They go for about 1.5 to 2 chaos right now, and then the horizons, you know, they'll obviously run you about, okay, maybe like 1 or 2, you know, one and a third chaos on average to horizon it into a graveyard map. Now, okay, so what does that mean? So that means on average, per sanctum, you're going to be spending, if you were to buy the maps, so let's say you bought the maps for 1.5C, times 32, so 48C, and then you've also got the horizon orb, so 1.3 times 32. You got 41 plus 48. Would you pay a 89C for a sanctum when you pretty much have a 2 divine kind of loot on average? Anecdotally, yeah, hell yeah, you would. So, you know, obviously divines are 200 right now, times 2, you know, minus 89, you know, okay, that's looking pretty good. That's a pretty nice profit. So overall, sanctum spamming is going to be a pretty big thing if you enjoy the mechanic, and overall you guys are going to see the power of this. I'm going to scout it out completely, and it's going to be a pretty damn nice one, I think, in the future. So that's going to be all the tips there, guys. This is going to allow you to get sanctums bam 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 so fast, man. It's going to be great. You don't have to worry about anything else. You're just going to be able to be in there pretty much most of the time just due to this graveyard tech. It's exceptionally fast. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little tip video. If you did, make sure to chuck it a thumbs up. If you have any feedback for me or any sort of you know, comments, chuck me a thumbs down and leave a comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys then. Cheers.